There is a lot of useless advice out there that just doesn't work. However, this does. Get ahead of your opposition. It really does work, so give it a try by checking out the link in the description below.
The question, how important is it to write a cover letter for an entry-level job? Answer by Sid Kemp. As a career consultant, I would say that it is essential. Here is what it looks like to review resumes for an entry-level job. What can you do to stand out in a stack like that? The very first thing you can do is to write a cover letter. Just having a cover letter puts you in the top 3%. Let's look at other things you can do, and what makes for a great cover letter. As the question requests, well, focus on the resume and cover letter for an entry-level job. Tips for a resume that will increase your odds of getting an interview. A resume for an entry-level job should be 1 page long. At the top, state an objective saying you want a job that matches the type of job you are applying for. If you are applying for a few different types of jobs, create one resume for each type of job. List your job experience, in reverse order, first. In each job, state an accomplishment that shows your skills that are relevant to the job you are applying for. List your education next, most recent first. Do not include anything before high school. List any relevant awards and accomplishments last. Get expert copy editing and proofreading. Make sure it is error-free. Use a professional-looking design with one font for the headings, another for the bullet lists and body, and make sure excellent formatting and alignment. How to write a great cover letter. The key to a great cover letter is that it links the job posting and key elements of the company profile to your resume. It is a point-by-point guide that shows how you are an excellent match for the job, an excellent solution to the problem the company wants to solve. Take these steps to create a great cover letter. Read the job posting and make a prioritizing list of the professional qualities and job skills that are important to the employer. Review the corporate website and any other information about the company and the department you will be working for. Add to your list of prioritized goals of the corporation. Do whatever you can, including calling the company, to try to get a name to address the cover letter to. Address the letter to the person who will read it if you can. Write the letter in a professional and respectful tone. Open with a positive statement, such as, I am looking forward to meeting you to discuss this position. Write out the prioritized list of items you want to mention. For each one, state your ability to do that job and point to the item on your resume that shows that you can do it. End the letter by saying that you look forward to meeting him soon. Ask when he will get back to you and say that. If you don't hear from him, you'll reach out. This is your best shot at getting an interview, and sets you up for a good shot at the job in the beginning of your career. Answer by Diane Mendez. New to cover letters? Use this guide to familiarize yourself with the format and best practices for writing a cover letter that helps you get the job interview. It includes the different types of cover letters, the information that needs to be included in your letter, and the proper way to format your final draft and send it to the hiring manager. This helped me land my first job. Free cover letter video for the serious job seeker. Look for ways to draw connections between your non-work experience and the job and industry at hand. For instance, if you are applying for an entry-level position in publishing, you might point out your strong grades in literature classes, volunteer work at the library or in literacy programs, an internship at a publishing house, your involvement with a school newspaper, etc. Look at the specific skills mentioned in the job description, too, and think about ways to demonstrate that you possess these abilities. For example, if a job posting calls for someone detail-oriented and organized, your experience managing a fundraiser for your academic club is good evidence that you have those abilities. Get inside information. Contact the career office at your school, if time permits, and request a list of alumni volunteers in your field with interest. Ask them what they would be looking for if they were hiring for the type of entry-level job which you are targeting. Describe your skills. Draft a sentence for each one of the assets on your list that will qualify you for the job. Briefly include a reference point in your background such as course project, leadership role, internship, or personal experience that proves that you possess that strength. You can merge more than one asset into each statement. For example, I utilize strong persuasive skills and leadership ability to recruit and attract new members to our sorority. Remember that for many entry-level jobs you will be trained on the job, so eagerness to learn and the ability to learn quickly and well are often assets to emphasize. When to mention following up. If you have identified a contact person and the employer has not conveyed how interviews will be arranged, then you might suggest that you will follow up to determine if they need further information and to discuss the possibility of arranging an interview. And with a professional closing. In closing your cover letter, reaffirm your keen interest in the job and that you are hopeful that you can meet with them to discuss the exciting opportunity further. Proofread your letter. Careful review your letter for spelling and grammatical errors. Read it out loud and place your finger on each word. Have a counselor, teacher, writing tutor, or other trusted person critique your draft. Review these sample cover letters for entry-level candidates for employment to get ideas for your own letter. You'll find both general examples, as well as sample cover letters for specific fields and positions. Do not copy the text exactly, but rather, use the samples for inspiration when writing your own personalized cover letter. College senior cover letter. It can be challenging to write a cover letter when you haven't graduated yet. Include both your academic accomplishments and work experience, if you have it. Here's advice on how to structure your letter, what to include to get it to stand out from the crowded entry-level applicants, as well as a sample to review. Answer by Marco Salvarez. Get essay today. We can write anything from a one-page high school essay, to a rigid research paper, to a PhD dissertation, to a marketing plan for a real business. We have experts in almost all academic and business fields. Below is a short list of services that we provide. We can write, edit, proofread, or rewrite the following academic and business assignments: essays, research papers, term papers, theses, dissertations, book reports, movie reviews, business plans, article critiques, coursework, marketing plans, admission proposals, memos, letters, fiction and study books, and more. Get essay today.